Hey everybody, Edo here, and the good folks from Mayday Games have sent me Viceroy. This game was designed by Yuri. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I'll call him Yuri Z. And I dig this game. It really hits a sweet spot for me in terms of my Euro play and some puzzle elements it's adding in. I like this game a lot, but I want to get out in front and say, on the internet, in forums, when people talk about it, they compare this to Splendor. They say it's a gamer version of Splendor. That is a complete and utter misconception. All right? This game is nothing like Splendor. It isn't. You say somebody who likes Splendor will probably not like this game. They are completely different. I think it should be stopped in its tracks. There are gems. There are gems in Gem Pack 2, so, they're gems, and there is the idea that one of, 8 different abilities allows you to have an infinity gem, which acts as a sort of a free gem every turn you play. So that one minor mechanic, which really is not terribly impactful, I mean, if you play that way it is, but it's like one route of many you can do to score points, is where that similarity ends. Okay? So, great game. I like it. I've been looking forward to play it 2 players and 3 players, and there's a single player I might play on my own, but this isn't elegant. This isn't really like a engine builder at its heart in the same way Splendor is. So, set that aside. Now let's talk about why this game is great. Okay, Euro game, right? Any game that comes with a scoring booklet, right? In this game, what you're doing is you are going to be auctioning cards off, and you're not really, but we'll talk about that in a second, but you're going to be collecting characters and using them to build your pyramid. Building your pyramid starts at the base, and with 1 card, obviously, and then you're building upwards. Now, I have built my pyramid so that these gems are the same color, but that's not a requirement to build. You can build it however you want. You just get bonuses. In fact, one score track has to do with how many of the colored gems you have on each row in terms of getting points. So you can go that route to earn points. Like in a victory point game, trying to have the most at the end, and there's just different ways to get points. That's one of them. So, and essentially each one of these cards requires a gem payment. It's always a single gem. It's along the bottom. You'll see there's 4 levels. So if you want to play something in the bottom level, you have to pay the first cost. If you want to play it in the second, you have to pay the first and the second, third, first, second, third, etc. You can do 5 levels. So 4 is first, second, third, fourth, and then if you make one on the 5th level, you have to pay all 4 plus 1. Also worth note, unfortunately, a poorly translated instruction booklet. It's long. It has mistakes. It's a disappointing booklet, which is near the camera, but whatever. This game can be taught and explained really quickly. See how to play video. Skip the manual. Okay, so in this game you start with interesting thing. You take 2 gems of each color, and then you discard 2 at random. But you start with 6 gems. You play a character down to start. You have 1 behind your little shield. It's a nice shield. The art you'll find in this game is super high quality. A lot of people have spoken well of the art. I really enjoy it. The characters are cool and fun. Otherwise, theme is meaningless. You're not using these characters in your army. You have no sense of being a Viceroy. This game is pure mechanics. Now, I like the mechanics. That doesn't bother me. I don't mind pretty art that, isn't really, anything is just tacked on, but this is absolutely tacked on. This is an abstract Euro game, which I enjoy. I just want to be clear. I really feel like this game has been misrepresented in many cases, and I was surprised. I came to it expecting something else. I liked what I got, but it was different. Okay, so let's talk about this auction phase. Basically, you'll notice there's these gems, 1 for each color, and there's 2 to 4 players, and on your turn, everything's played simultaneously. Everyone gets to pick 1 gem to put in their hand, and it represents the card you want. We all put it in our hand, we put it out, and we reveal. Okay? If no one else has selected the one you want, you get that into your hand. If you don't have anything in your hand, you get to draw pips. That's the pips. You get to draw gems. That's how you get resources. If there's a conflict, neither of those people get a gem, and you can try again. Now, interestingly, in the rules, they say you can also discuss as you go. So people can be like, I'm going to go for orange, or excuse me, I'm going to go for red, or I'm going to go for yellow, that kind of thing. But basically, you can be hyper aggressive, but you work towards getting a one card or some gems. The one thing about this game I liked a lot is resources are super scarce. You know, this is a place where that infinity gem is valuable, or some of the other abilities on the cards, but whether you're going to actually bid or try to select a character or just get more gems, you really need to do it. It's fixed rounds. You play 12 rounds. After each auction, the ones that are selected or taken, if I would say a 3-player game, the one that isn't is moved to the top. These are discarded, and then you refill. And then if somebody wins yellow, for example, they can choose between the two, and if there's still a conflict and like we both go for yellow, we could go 1 and 1, but if we both want, you know, the corporal, for example, we would both have to, we would lose. We wouldn't get anything. So anyway, that's how you get resources. Then on your turn, you can play up to 3 cards. You do that by paying the appropriate gems. And when you buy a card, it gives you resources per level you are on the card. It can give you more gems. It can give you tokens. And that's how you essentially score victory points. Again, you get the level you're at, so you have to pay in full, but you get only level 3 or level 4, except if you get to 5, you can get the first 3 levels together. Ways to get points. Okay, you score from having gems, and there's even some multiplier gems that give you bonuses for blues cleared. So you can everything in this game you just get from actions on your characters. That's it. So you can get things that make gem powers more valuable. You can get straight up victory points. You can get more gems. You can get these gears, which allow you to get extra gems when you're drawing. You get the infinity one that lets you, you put a gem on it and you get an extra blue when you're playing. That's the Splendor thing. Or you get scrolls, and scrolls. The more scrolls you have, the more points you get. And you can get bonuses that give you more points for having scrolls. Oh, and then somewhere in here, they're all shuffled up, are swords and shields. Swords attack other players at the end of the game, and they take victory point damage, or you can have shields to defend from it. The last little thing is there's these cards that give you cards. These are the law cards, or I think that's what they're called. And they're just either, you play them, this is cool, you play them into your pyramid, and you have to grow your pyramid, so I couldn't just play it out here, I'd have to build up to it. And some give you a choice of an action, a special ability, some let you take extra turns, some are like victory points at the end of the game, and some are like immediate on-play actions, and you're building your pyramid. That's it. What I really like about this game is there's lots of different things you can go for. You have this sense of building your pyramid of power, and you're thinking about how high, how wide. I love this pressure you feel to, like, half of me wants to just have the gems all match up, and, like, it's very hard for me to break that strategy to do the better strategy. It's like the desire to make those gems overcomes the part of my the brain that's like, just play the right cards to win. Plays tight, plays fast. I think you can explain it even quicker than I did in this video. I really, really enjoyed it. I look forward to playing it. So, highly recommended, really, but not Splendor. So, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. More importantly, play some great games. Thanks.